Hey, what's up, Mr. Rashad? Antonio, we are the MC Collective back with Agatha all along season 1, episode 4. If I can't reach you, let my song teach you.
Boom, boom.
All spoilers. I know what it is. And we're back on the road with the gang. RIP, you know what I'm saying, Miss Hart,
Hey, Sharon.
aka Sharon. Real name Sharon. You know what I'm saying? Like she definitely died and they buried her. And Agatha was like, man, kick rocks.
It's like
you gotta get out of here.
She served her purpose. Let's go. She hit the shit to Randy Jackson.
For real, yo. I was like, dang, yo, Agatha is a menace. Other than that, like, okay, I'll be real honest. This episode was very it was very simple. I really want to give a very nice overview of what happened. Then I want to get to like ask some actual questions because that's to me that's the more interesting part. This part only resolved really one thing, and we got a couple. We thought we had an answer, but we get an answer, but we really didn't get. It just led to more questions.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. 2 minutes, Tony.
So right, let's go.
Going through this right, and we're on the road, and they said, "Look, we need a green witch." Boom, did a little incantation, sprinkle some leaves down. We got Real Vidal, who pops from the other side of the road. The way Real Vidal was skipping down the street had me so weak.
Yeah.
She's like, this is the witch's road, huh? Interesting. Yeah. So they end up, and her and Agatha was like, Agatha's like, oh, just right here. Right. Why I gotta be you? And she's like, so you're the green witch? She's like, no, I'm the green witch.
I'm the green witch. She said,
like, all right, y'all. Like,
I beg your pardon, man.
Hey, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So they end up walking on the road, and it's a house. And what's your girl name? Wu?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, you know what? I'm going the other way.
Yeah, Alice Wu.
Alice is like, nah, I'm good on that. Agatha said, hey, we gotta go. This is what the road is leading us. So she makes a quick U-turn, and then the house is there anyway. She said, look, this is what the road is leading us to this. Get in the house. It's looks like it's a waxing moon. You know what I'm saying? Waning moon. I don't know the phases. Either way, it's small. I'm gonna say it's waning because the first one was a full moon, so it's waning.
And this one involves fire. Apparently, the moon of fire.
Yeah. So they get into the house, and it's like Boogie Nights in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Very 70s aesthetic. I mean, it's really good. Like I was loving the feel of the house. The house has some really eerie murals of like witches dying in several ways. I wasn't feeling the brown witch shackled up. I'm just saying, like I was like, what's going on with that picture, y'all? They gonna have my girl in chains in here, they gonna beat her. She's slave witch.
Once again, I know the hell that I said it's not me. No, Rashad's gonna say the same thing. And
that's the first thing I saw. I said, man, not a damn slave bitch. Anyway. So the whole point of this episode is Alice Wu. And she's trying to get some sort of understanding why her mother passed away the way she did. And we come to find out that her song that she wrote, her version of the Witch's Road was like, the Witch's Road remix.
Oh, it's the remix. I mean, it basically was, yo, for real.
And the cool thing too about that, like she was torn on the road. She stayed on the road. Like we found out she died on the road. You know what I'm saying? They was thinking that she died on the Witch's Road. Like, nah, she literally died on the road torn. And her quote unquote coven, which is a very loose term we're using, was her fans. And her fans singing this song was the actual protection spell, which like it's curious what way they use these liberties so loosely. But yeah, like that was real. I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. And they go on in the house and they see everybody's there, everybody's in 70s garb, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She got us like, Alice got the like Janis Joplin looking look, flower
Yeah.
girl type setup.
Mm-hmm.
Rio and Agatha got the full on, the most dangerous cleavage of all, the middle
Yeah.
cleavage. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
That shit came down like almost to the
Yeah,
belly
yeah,
button. Yeah, stomach. Yeah.
That was some real. We getting high psychedelic 70s type
Yo.
wear. You know what I'm saying? And we don't
Yeah.
care.
Mm-hmm.
Titties be damned. I'm wearing this jacket. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
double take me up. So and of course Patty LuPone was looking like Liza Minnelli.
Okay, yeah, Liza
Yeah,
Minnelli. Uh-huh.
yeah, looking real Liza Minnelli ish, and that was cool. And of course, the kid was out here looking like Freddie Mercury. I'm saying the only thing he needed was with some more hair. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was like the whole like wardrobe costume for that.
Mm-hmm.
100%, man. The
Top
guys did a good
notch.
job. So, and of course, the kid is something stupid. So the teens, like he plays the record. The record's going backwards. He curses everybody by mistake. Mm-hmm. He said, "Why'd you play it?" It said, "Play me."
So I know we're trying to get this real quick. You know what I appreciate about that? Remember how historically it was known, it was said that rock music, when you played it backwards, was basically like worshiping the devil.
You gonna hear the devil's
Brainwashing,
messages,
the
yeah,
message
yeah.
and stuff. So I appreciate it, kind of like that whole thing,
Yeah,
because
or even like certain rock songs have like the devil's chord in it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That was a real good touch up and saying, look, yo, we doing all the little random stuff about demonology lore. So that happens. He then looks at the record, and it's the the Lorna Wu version of The Witch's Road. Funniest thing, man. So everybody's in there, and they're getting they getting ate up. You know what I'm saying? They just firing from the inside. Alice had a little like incantation, little circle around them, just so they won't be burning, because she's a protection witch anyway. Another funny thing too.
The black is so black, because I know what you're about to say. Jennifer
was not leaving that circle.
Was not leaving. That is some real black stuff right there. Before she even started feeling her curse and put the circle around her, when she did the first one, she says, "Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and just put a circle around everybody, right here, me and everybody, so we can protect it." She was the next one to get it, put that circle, and then she was not leaving that. Everybody else was walking around freely. She was like, "I am a tree. I am planted. My roots are planted deep inside this circle of protection."
Yeah.
Laugh my ass off, because I said that is some real black stuff right there.
Couple good revelations though. One, we do know that Agatha, I want to say Angela, like Agatha and Rio, they really had a thing going on sometime. You know what I'm saying? Don't know when or where or how, but there was some fluids being exchanged between them. And it was real, like it was a lot of sexual tension that they had. And I was like, oh, y'all about to like, a bar about to start bumping uglies right now? Like, what y'all about to do, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, okay.
And don't forget, Jennifer was all about Rio too. Remember, she said, she was like, "I don't know if we could trust her." She says, "I don't know if I want to trust her or get her phone number." So she was all about her or whatever.
Yeah. So Aubrey Plaza coming in with her, very weird, odd yet sexy energy all the time. And so that was cool to see. That kind of confirms that.
She is Puerto Rican, by the way.
Yeah. Taino. So anyway, in the midst of all this, she presses down on the intercom, saying, like, yo, Agatha be scheming, man. She stays scheming. You know what I'm saying? So she presses down on the intercom, and everybody hears that, oh yeah, we're gonna have the body saved for you. Cause I guess like her thing, oh, I get it. Because she is a green witch, and she, decomposition, we want a body, you know what I'm saying? So, refertilize the earth. That's what happens, people. It's the circle of life. Try to teach all that in Lion King after Mufasa died, but it is what it is. Anyway, And she's like, "Hey man, y'all guys heard it, right? Like she gonna take your bodies, but I'm not gonna kill y'all because I'm like, you gotta have one before the other." Agatha, like Agatha just be doing stuff and don't even be, like, at this point, not even thinking about it. And at this point, like the curse is actually, curse is cursing, and they get fired up. Patti LuPone and Jennifer get fired up. The daggone team gets thrown through the recording studio's glass window.
That kid got chucked.
He got chucks. He get back up and they saw it. It's like, look, yo, we know what we got to do. We got to play the song. And man, I was like, man, I ain't playing this stupid song.
I ain't playing this song. F that song. You right.
Nah, she was mad. And then as they're playing this song, we see the team got a nice little wound in his abdomen. And he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna soldier through it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the team this episode. He's definitely the MVP. So they're playing the song, and you know what I'm saying, and the spirit is messing with the spirit actually you see it manifesting in physical form, which is a winged demon. And the demon's not happy because he ain't trying to hear that music. And they end up defeating the demon through the power of togetherness
and music.
And music, you know what I'm saying? Definitely the music. And I will say that the 70s version of the Wish Road song does kind of bang a little bit.
It do. I said the same thing. I said this ain't do slap.
Yeah. Just a little bit. All right. So after that, you know what I'm saying? They get a way to get out through the piano, which is also hilarious. End up back on the road, and they say, "Oh snap, the teen is hurt." So took the glass out of him, and Jennifer ends up healing him, so he's good as new. While he's resting on the side, Agatha makes a tent for him, and then this right here is what I want to talk about. I'm gonna skip that. So the rest of them are on the other side, and they're just talking about what's going on. They're sharing war stories and literal battle scars, and everything. And then Agatha comes over there and starts talking, and he's like, "Hey, how about your scars?" And she just really wasn't trying to have no conversation with them. Like she don't definitely I need y'all, but I really deep down inside, I really hate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that she's gonna have to learn is that by the end of the series, that the power of friendship is really what's gonna be her witch's road. I mean, come on, guys, it's right there in front of our faces.
She's gonna have to sit there and do the Care Bear stare with the rest of them dudes, man. I'm sorry.
I forgot all about that.
Care Bear stare.
Thank you, Tony. You unlocked our whole core memory.
Thank you. You're welcome, man.
All right. So this is what I'm going to talk about. So the side I would have, and that's the episode. That's basically how it ends. The real thing is this. And this is my question, based upon this little situation that happens. Agatha and Rio are having a conversation as the kid is there. She's checking on the kid. The kid is, kind of in and out of sleep. Tell the kid to rest, whatever. She walks up to Agatha. You know what I'm saying? Again, just so sensual. You know what I'm saying? Like
very. I was like, okay.
Yeah. She about to get the draws. So, and then she tells him, like, look, man, hey, the kids are all right, but one thing, that's not your son. And I'm like, did she say you'd be surprised whose son it is or something like that? Did she say something like that too?
I think she said something to that effect, if I'm not mistaken. But the most important thing was she said she did say that's not your son, because we saw throughout the entire episode, Agatha was worried about that kid's well-being.
Very maternal.
Very, very maternal. And then the thing is, Rio knew it earlier on too. So even in the episode. Rio in this episode right here, when they was talking, her and Agatha were talking when they was inside the challenge thing, she was like, Rio said, what's with the kid? What you bring him along for?
Yeah,
And
yeah, 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 yeah,
what
yeah,
you bring
yeah.
him along for? And then she was like, oh, she gave like a little blase, like, oh, yeah, bring him around, And Rio kind of knew then what time, you know what I'm saying, what time it was then. Also, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, my bad. I just remember like
Mm-hmm.
even the sigil what that he has, because she was like, look, now he asked her, he said, are you my like what happens to your son? That's what the teen asked, what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of ignored her. But then also at the end when he was on side of the road, like the team was like, look, did you put the sigil on me? And she was like,
Yes.
I don't listen, nah. Then she was like, to be honest, I don't know, because
Mm-hmm.
the person who does that also forgets. And when's it gonna go away?
When
You
I don't
gotta,
need you.
when it's not necessary no more. Like I
Yeah.
can't break it. It has to basically be has to go away on its
Yeah.
own. I forgot the term they use, but still
Yeah.
very interesting, what I'm saying, dynamics with that.
Yeah, because the kid, for some reason, I think feels Agatha is his mom or is his
Yeah.
mother as well. He's not being 100% truthful. Of course, if he even if after what Rio said is not true and it is like mother like son, you know what I'm saying, like mother like son. He, you know what I'm saying, he kind of senses some type of kindred spirit with Agatha, and when he asked her like, "Hey, what really happened to your son?" Agatha was not trying to hear it. I can't wait till we find out, you know what I'm saying, what happened
I mean,
to her son.
it's
It's
if she really traded for the dark hole, like,
that's some cold ish,
ooh
right?
boy,
It's some
that's
cold, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, so you got that, you know what I'm saying, go, but Agatha was like, and then like when he was healing after Jennifer was able to take the water and the moonlight to heal him, when she was like, "You're gonna hurt him more," like when she was like, "Yo,
yeah.
relax," like, and then she was just sitting there like, she looked like she was sitting there looking like a father in the daggone waiting room, waiting for his you know, say his wife to give birth to a child or something like that in the next room or something like that. Because she was just rocking real nervously, chewing on her nails, and the kid was gonna be all right, but she was just nervous about it. So yeah, so that whole story, like you said, that story line of this, I'm really interested to see. Another thing I like too, like you said, when that was going on, when the other witches were having their conversation of like, you know, talking battle wounds and stuff like that, we finally figured out with Jennifer, you know, saying how she was bound. Because remember, that's the thing. We was like, well, what do you mean she's bound or whatever? And she basically was like, you know, she was a midwife. She was like, yo, I was a midwife, and she was a healer, basically. And
Yeah.
she got invited to go to some type of conference, and the doctors,
It's a trap.
yeah, right, it's a trap. You know, she got that Amra Akbar treatment. It was a trap, and they
Yeah.
daggone like basically, you know, they don't explain how they bound her, but they bounded her powers and whatever. So there's probably some guy out there running around with some of her powers, you know, found a way to take some of her powers to, you know, saying, to do that. And then too, of course, low key, one of my favorite characters on the show is Patty LuPone's character. I
Tony.
Because she's into divination, and like she be having these conversations with these witches and stuff, and then next thing you know, she just starts saying stuff, and they be like, "What?" And she be like, "What?" Because she's having because honestly, we all can probably figure out what happened when she was having that conversation with Alice inside that house, and all of a sudden she was like, "Alice, no, don't do it," or whatever. She was like, "What?" That was probably Alice's mother talking, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk to her, you know what I'm saying, as a medium, like, hey, yo, like, you know, relax, what are you doing? And it happened in the first two episodes as well. So yeah, I really dig that. And then too, the other part I like how Agatha, she seems to be the glue that's able to snap these witches, these wayward witches, out of their stupor or what's keeping them from accomplishing their mission, in order for them to accomplish their mission, basically, you
Yeah,
know,
to
because
accomplish her mission. You know what I'm
yeah, her
saying?
mission. So she, you know, it happened with Jennifer. It happened with Jennifer in the last episode, you know, making the potion, and then it happened again here, where Agatha basically was like, "Yo," she was like, "Girl, you know this song this is a say protection spell for you. The song was written for you to protect you because of the curse that's say that's generational in your family. Because remember how everybody that got attacked by that curse that got that little scar on their shit, they was like, wait a minute, you just passed along your generational curse to me and whoever else, you know what I'm saying? So and then even the team was like, I guess I'm part of the coven now after after the attacked him or whatever. So this episode to me, a lot happened and a lot didn't happen, if that makes sense.
Total sense. I felt the same way.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh man, good episode. And I'm kind of set back. I was like, I don't know if it was
it leaves you with more questions than answers.
Yeah, it's a real conundrum, to kind of try to explain, because a lot did happen in the episode.
Right.
A lot of smaller moments. And I really like what you said about Pat LuPone's character. Because she's been tweaking every episode like that.
Every episode.
And that makes total sense. Even if it's a warning or some sort of portent of things to come, she can't explain it and they can't interpret it. So it has to be a time where those two things coalesce and they kind of figure out that she still got her stuff about her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so yeah, definitely.
I really feel that. Sounds like something else I want to talk about. Go ahead.
I like Rio Vidal's entrance into this whole thing when she came out the grave. I said, "What in the name of the ring is going on here?" She was pop locking out the ground. They thought it was Mrs. Hart as a zombie, and so that she came, and then how Agatha looked, it was like you said, it was like this bitch, and then she was just like, why did it have to be you type thing, like you? Why did it have to be you? And she was just what she said. She was like, hey, Magic Man, you know what I'm saying? It does what it wants.
I'm the right person for the job. You know what I'm
the right person, because they summoned, hey, we need to summon a Green Witch, and they all put in there what they were looking for in this Green Witch. And sure enough, this person just pops up, and it was, Rio Vidal. I hope we kind of get an explanation of how that happened, or maybe even show a flashback. We probably not, because I think this story is going to mainly focus on Agatha and her, and then we're going to find out, even with her coven, and then find out what happened with her and the baby.
What I'm looking forward to next is I really hope next episode is going to be
Rio's test.
Nah, Patty's.
That's right.
Because out of all of her stuff that we saw, her story to me was the most interesting out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, that John it was so good. And I'm looking at the person who's going to direct it. Her name is Laura Monty. She did some episodes on WandaVision. She also directed Frozen 2. So it's just interesting. And then we got Rachel Goldberg writing again. Directing. I'm sorry, she wrote those things. My bad. Rachel Goldberg is directing again. So there has to be some sort of, I feel like the tonal shift is not going to come until episode 6, because we got 2 different directors and writers on that. Okay. But yeah, it's I hope they don't just copy paste all right, this is so and so's test. I need now we get the pattern going on. I need them to kind of to subvert the our expectations just a tad. But yeah, solid show, solid episode. That's kind of all I got for this one. How about you?
That's kind of all I have too. It was, like I said, episode where a lot happened, but also a lot of our answers were not answered and fulfilled in this. But I'm waiting to see, I'm wondering, like you said, who is going to be the next trial. And I'm pretty sure it's going to probably be Pat LuPone character, as far as what the next trial is going to be.
Yeah, I hope so too. But yeah, that's all we got for this one. Appreciate you all. Please come back to us tomorrow, 12 noon, for the last episode, season finale, season 2, Rings of Power, Amazon Prime. We told y'all to watch this show.
Mhm.
We told y'all to watch this show so many times. Also, I don't know if y'all really want to do this. Please, okay, please. I should have said this at the top. One of my personal favorite things in the world is anime, and to be specific, mech anime. And we have Netflix, Mobile Suit Gundam, Requiem for Vengeance on starting the 9th, 3/12, 3/10, the 17th. Starting the 17th of this month.
Okay.
And if y'all really want to has me to, at least me, I know I'm gonna watch it. So if y'all want me to review that, I'll review it. You know what I'm saying? But like
And you know what,
give me some
man?
motivation.
I'm gonna do it with you because I've listen, I've always been interested in the Gundam franchise, but I just never really knew exactly where to start with it. You know what I'm saying? I always seen the traditional, I guess everyone knows the red, white, and blue Gundam suit. I just was like, I don't get it. I don't know where to start. You had Gumball. They had all, I said Gumball. They had all these different Gundams. I was like, I didn't know where to start. I just didn't get it. And in my mind, I said, is this almost like, I'm gonna take it back, Rashad, to Robotech, the US version, but Japanese was called Macross or whatever,
It's kind of, but no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I feel like that they're born from almost the same idea.
Okay.
I think Gundam was first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gundam was one of the first like early animes in general, I think. If I'm enough, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, yeah, definitely gonna be watching that. I don't know who's gonna be watching that, but I know for sure I'm watching it. Now Tony's through peer pressure alone is on with that too. So we'll figure out a schedule for that and we'll let y'all know. But definitely tomorrow, noon, Rings of Power. All right. Till next time.